Vikings, Eagles, here on EA Sports as we get set for the final weekend of the regular season. Week 17 in action today.
One team coming in here today riding a 7-game winning streak. That is so hard to accomplish.
Man, it really is. It's been fun to watch this 7-game winning streak. Quarterback's hot. The coach not afraid to gamble. You know why he's not afraid to gamble? He believes in these guys. And, of course, the way they've been playing, I believe in them, too.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Eagles from the 22. Running right through the trenches. Collins is there to make the tackle.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Second down here after that run play.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
Handoff. Kendricks there to make the stop. Here's our look at the Eagles offense. This is one of the better units in the league and ranks currently 4th in points scored per game. The Eagles from the 32. Handoff made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. They're able to move the chains after that last run. 2 tight ends on the field here. The Eagles go back to the ground. Smith's there to take it down.
Always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. They'll go shotgun here. He pulls it down somehow. Early in this game, Phil, and already on the other side of the midfield stripe.
Nice job by the offense here. Good play calling too, Jim. Mixing up the plays. The defense is off guard right now, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Press coverage all the way. First down at the 49. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete. Here's how the Vikings defensive lineup, one of the best teams in the league this year against opposing quarterbacks. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Takes it from the gun. Looking to go down the field here. There's a flag right there. Player showing no restraint coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15.
A lot of times these late hits are called, and I feel for the defensive player. Not in this case. That was an easy call. A blatant late hit. It's worthy of 15 yards.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Eagles snap it at the 36. Running away from the pressure. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
The Eagles with an empty backfield look here. The Eagles take it from the 33.
And it's swatted away.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
Just 33 yards to go to the end zone.
The Eagles come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
3rd and 7. Rob Gronkowski with the grab. Touchdown! And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
Double tight end formation.
First down at the 23. Looking long to Julio Jones, and it's incomplete.
Well, you must, on the offensive side, throw the football deep 3 or 4 times a game. That time, they're just not able to connect on the deep throw.
Coming to the line at the 30.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Running room. Bridgewater's going to give himself up here and slide the play to an end.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. 6 for the Vikings. They tie this game midway through the first. They were a little sluggish there at the start, but it looks like they have some fight in them after all, partner.
Jim, you're right. It was a slow start, but it doesn't matter. It's a long game. It's 60 minutes. It's not always going to be perfect, but that was a nice touchdown there.
Goodwin's got it.
Muscles through the defender. The Eagles offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
Halfway through this first quarter now.
Taken down at the 27.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Eagles come out in a bunch set.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run.
Intercepted! First quarter, Phil. Let's see if they can come up with some points off the takeaway. That's a big interception.
Jim, I really like how this game is going. It's fun to watch. Both sides are fighting each other. Who's going to make that play to get on top and really gain the upper hand? Well, we're going to find out. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
First down at the 24. As he throws it. Here's a look at the Vikings offense. They don't scare anyone when it comes to their running attack.
They come to the line at the 24.
The Eagles defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 10. Julio Jones with the grab.
Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
First down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. That's a gain of 6.
The Vikings offense, they go with the pass down here in the red zone. They throw the ball and it's completed, but it doesn't fool the defense. It gets very little yardage.
The Eagles defense lined up in a 4-6 formation. On a flag. Looking across the middle. Could have been intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
The Vikings now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. Catch made. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. Goodwin's going to start his return. Ball is out. Picking up. He's in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting the turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
He made it. The Vikings ready here for the kickoff. Goodwin's got a chance for a return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And intercepted. There is a flag out. The defense will take the penalty.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Coming to the line at the 37.
The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's getting the receiver.
The defense gets the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Eagles retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Second down with the defense ready to pounce. The Eagles lined up. Everybody split out wide. Second down and 10. Finds his mark. Gains 11.
When you're backed up against your own end zone, I think it's up to the coach to call some plays that catches the defense by surprise. They did it that time, and they got a big first down.
It's first down as they head to the line.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
T.Y. Hilton has the reception. Second down, even after the completion. From the gun. Benjamin makes the catch.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
A reception on second down, but not enough for the first. Third down. Out of the gun. Hilton's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Eagles still possess the football as we begin the second quarter.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Met by Barr that time.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them, all shifting to the right.
Going for the home run. Second and 10 coming up. The Eagles come to the line with an empty backfield.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. From the gun. Almost intercepted that time.
This is a tough situation to be in. It's third and long, and I'll say this to the coach and the quarterback. Don't take a chance. If it's covered down the field, throw it short.
Third down on the way.
The defensive line is now all spreading out.
Snap it out of the gun.
He makes the catch. And in for the touchdown.
And with that touchdown, they're not that far off the lead here early in quarter number 2.
Oh, hey, Jim, it turned everything around. Now they're right back in this football game, and, hey, they could get some confidence and start playing better on both sides of the ball.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Still powering ahead. He's taken down at the 23. That return's good for about 23. The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 23. Cox has the sack.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Will go ground. He's into the open. Gets about 9 on the play.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
He sends the halfback in motion. The Vikings will take the snap from the 25. Catch made. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Jim, if the receiver's open, throw him the football, because here's just a good example. When a guy catches the football short, if he can just break that tackle, they can pick up those extra yards. Good job by the quarterback and receiver that time.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Catch made. Muscles through the defender. Picks up 8 here.
The Vikings did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Set up now at the 36.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting to run up the middle.
The sack by Fletcher Cox.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
The Vikings at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Third down and 12. Throws the pass. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Jones is really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10.
The Eagles ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
Has the grab. That picks up 7.
Now, looking at these receiving numbers to this point, here's a running back who can clearly come out of the backfield and make plays.
Yeah, he can make the plays out of the backfield. We know that, Jim. But listen, when you're going to cover the receivers down the field, you're going to get the dump pass of the running back, and then you got to come up and make the tackle against a guy who can break tackles and make you miss in open space.
First down here after the run. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. They're setting up screen. Picks up about 5.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down.
Come on, let's go.
Gets the handle here. Gains 17. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
It's a 2 tight end formation.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Jerick McKinnon has the reception. Met by Barr that time.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Line of scrimmage, the 36.
Second down and 8. Out to Hilton. Picks up about 2. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. Now looking at third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Drop back, shotgun formation. Got a flag. Unable to bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Now the D-line going into that spread look. They want to get to that quarterback.
The Eagles have it at the 29. He's got the catch. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. First down following the long play. They'll run it here. Breaks the plane. Touchdown. And in the closing moments of the first half, these teams are all even once again.
A lot of good things have happened for both teams, so I think when you go in at halftime, if it goes in tied up, I think both coaches are going to be happy with the situation right here at halftime.
He'll have a chance to take off.
The Vikings bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 25.
Two hands on the football and has the catch.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
The Eagles defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Jones got it. First down.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Back to the air here on first down. He'll throw it over the middle. The catch is made by Julio Jones.
The Vikings now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. They're going back up top. Makes the grab. Touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
Goodwin's going to test the coverage here.
There's a flag out.
It's an illegal block in the back, and the coaching staff cannot be happy about this.
No, it's a bad decision, and most of all, it's dangerous. You can hurt players when you block them like that.
The Eagles will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 28-21.
First down at the 19. Scanning the field. Pass is intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Phil, just before the half, we finally see one of these defenses come up and make a play.
It's good to see. You know, you get tired sometimes in this league with all the rules and everything they do and all these plays and formations, all about the offense. That time, the defense stepped up and got it done.
First down at the 19. The ball is knocked out.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
And converts on the 3.
The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Vikings back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
The give. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense.
Let's go. Right 90. Right 90. Huh.
On the money. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
First down coming up. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And it's knocked down.
I'll say this. If you're in a situation like this, 3rd and long, and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Fletcher Cox gets to the quarterback.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Goodwin's got it on the return.
On his way. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a punt return for a touchdown, when you watch the replay like this, look at the blocks he got down the field, and this guy can run. Give him an opportunity, he'll take advantage of it.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
Flag comes out. The ball is fumbled. He's brought to a halt. And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block him.
First down at the 33. And he hauls it in.
That's a gain of 6. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 46. It's wide open, and he races out of bounds at that point.
Coming to the line at the 39.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Vikings get a first down.
The Vikings offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
First and 10. And he's able to find Julio Jones. 30-yard line. Here comes the snap.
Second and 6. And it's batted down. It'll be third down.
Let's go. White Navy. White Navy.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Too good. Too good. Tiger.
Third and 6. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
Goodwin's running this one out.
Got a flag down here.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
Come on, let's go.
Here's the handoff. And gains maybe 4.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Win 38.
Outside now on the toss. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Eagles look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Come on, let's go.
And now he'll take off. Slides down.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
That leads us to second down. They'll go ground. Going to be a penalty here. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. With the penalty, it's now second down and 11. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Launches it down the field. Wow, going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play, what a run.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Vikings found themselves in an action-packed first half all around, but certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Yeah, why did they change? My gosh, it worked so good in the first half. You got to come out and stay aggressive. In this league, it's about scoring and just keep the pedal to the metal. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Cleaners there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Mark him down for another reception.
The Vikings did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 44. The reception by Julio Jones. And here we have second down. The Vikings line up, split backfield. Bridgewater standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Intercepted. Tackles made. And with the way their offense has operated today, all it should take now are a few more defensive gems like that for them to take charge in crunch time.
Yeah, you know what they did? They took advantage of the offense in that situation. It was a bad call by the offensive coordinator, and the defense went out there and made that play.
First down at the 34. And off out of the eye.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
The Vikings lined up in the nickel. The Eagles take it from the 33. Gonna try and scramble now. Breaks free. And he'll step out of bounds. This is third down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The Eagles take it from the 38. Scans the field. Rob Gronkowski makes the grab. Ball was lofted out there to him. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're about to get the final 15 minutes underway, and as dreadful as these defenses have been through the first three quarters, if one of them steps up at a crucial time here in this last quarter, it could win them the ball game.
Now, is there anything that's gone on in this game so far that makes you think that these defenses are going to turn around the way they're playing? I have not seen it, and I don't expect it. I think this is going to continue to be an offensive juggernaut football game. The defenses, they're just hoping to get out of this game without getting hurt.
The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Hilton's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. That's reception number 4 for him.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First down here after the completion. Set up screen. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Well, it was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Hilton makes the play. That's a gain of 6.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
So, first and goal to go. They're going to run it on the toss. Eagles in for the score. That's his second touchdown today. Extra point was good.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Vikings just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
To Jones. That's reception. Number 7 for him.
The Vikings, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
The Vikings snap it at the 36. Almost intercepted. Second down now. The Vikings come out with a split backfield.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Vikings snap it at the 36. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Vikings still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Bridgewater's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well. The Vikings just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
He's got the catch. Gains 14.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players. Your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back, they need to make a big play here.
Looking across the middle, and he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. From the gun. Brings it into his body. The Vikings now move the chains.
The Vikings look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Eagles load up the box, going with the 46 defense. First and goal to go from the 2. Not able to get away from Pierre-Paul.
The defense accepts the penalty.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
First and goal. Looking at every option. And that's a gain of 10.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Quarter power surge for 6. Touchdown.
Nice job up front by the offensive line. They get a good push. Easy for the quarterback to run the sneak and get the touchdown score. Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points. Goodwin's going to run this one out. The Eagles come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
First down at the 35. Taken down at the 45. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. An extra tight end on the field for this one. To the ground. Collins is there to make the tackle. With this game up for grabs, they may want to continue running the football at will and dominating the line of scrimmage and the clock.
Yeah, not much can go wrong when you're running the football like this, Jim. So why would you change? No reason to, and I don't think they will.
Setting up now at the 45.
Time is running out. The game is tied, and the defense must do whatever it can to not give up a score.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right.
Gets it again. He's got a wide open alley. Collins is in on the tackle.
The Eagles' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half.
First and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Football sits at the 2. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defensive unit.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal at the 3. The Eagles in his hands, complete, touchdown. Bill, they have the upper hand now with just a little time to go thanks to that touchdown.
Good job by the offense, good play calling by the offensive coordinator. Now let's see if the defense can go out there and shut this thing down.
The Eagles getting set for the kickoff. And he'll start his return.
Well, a lot of good things happened on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Makes the catch. Rhodes is in on the tackle. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
And he is tackled at the 44.
My gosh, you work on this situation every single day at practice. Know the clock, know the situation. Get out of bounds right there.
A huge third down play on the way.
Bridgewater's back in shotgun formation.
Surveys. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Vikings head to the line. They've got one timeout left in the game. They'll go for it on fourth down. Late stages. The Vikings have it at the 44. Still on his feet. Denard's there to take him down. The defense had a chance to put this game away, but can't get one more stop.
Oh, man, Jim, look at the defense. They can't believe it. Fourth down. They get the stop. The game is over. Not able to do it. Good job by the offense.
The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards. Wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
An extra point is good. These two teams have been battling it out all day long, and now in the waning minutes, the game is tied.
Yeah, it is, and it's, hey, look at all the big plays we've had here so far today, and I think just in the waning moments, you know what, we'll see one more big play that's going to decide this game.
Goodwin's going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take the field as both offenses have just exploded here in a very exciting fourth quarter.
Well, this game is not for the faint of heart. What I mean by that is don't lose your courage right now. You're working well on the offensive side and keep calling those plays and try to take it down the field and score points.
The Vikings go with the dime formation here on defense. The Eagles from the 22. Falls in that bullet pass. The Eagles, one timeout remaining. The Eagles get set to snap the football. Only one timeout remaining here in the fourth.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
First down at the 45.
Stands in the pocket. Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
The Eagles will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. At the line, they're in great position. What an effort and a touchdown.
That was a nice job by the quarterback. He read the defense. He realized there was a little weakness on one spot. He goes there and gets the touchdown on the quarterback sneak.
The Eagles for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Vikings will try to keep this frenetic fourth-quarter pace going as it's now their turn on offense.
The defenses have no chance in this situation. The offenses have been so dynamic and so diverse in their play calls, the defense has no idea what's coming.
The Vikings have it at the 24. Jones comes up with the catch.
In the NFL, it's all about situations now. You're down. There's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive player. He picks up some good yards and then gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
The Vikings have it at the 34. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose. An incomplete pass there, and we're looking at probably one last play here in regulation.
Well, everybody thinks, but maybe there's one last play. There's going to be one of those long passes down the field, a Hail Mary. But the teams nowadays, they have so many options. They have hook and laterals. They have pick plays. They got everything. So it's going to be interesting to see which play they run.
The Vikings have it at the 34. Bridgewater's on the move.
Another takeaway. So they keep the winning streak alive with a win here today.
Not a surprise, this winning streak. It's happened because the quarterback's playing well. They're playing terrific defense. Everything is working right. They are going to be tough to beat.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.